Hello everyone and welcome to a visual novel called Let's Meet Tomorrow. Let's go ahead and start the game. Let's see who this dashing fellow is. This work of fiction was made in 24 hours. Any resemblance to actual events or persons is coincidental. Also remember, what should I remember? Stranger danger. Oh, that's alluring. Let's go. Thank you. My name is Mew. Let's enjoy the game. The street was busy today. Too busy. I stand by the bookstore, fidgeting with the strap of my bag. Late afternoon light spills across the pavement, catching on metal railings and shop windows. People blur past me, some in pairs, others alone, faces half lit by the glow of their phones. I check mine for the 4th time in a minute, maybe 5th. The last message from this morning stares back at me. Silas, see you at 5. Can't wait. My stomach flips. I shouldn't be this nervous. It's just Silas. The same Silas who sends me dumb memes at night, complains about his job, and listens to When I Spiral on my own crap. The one who confessed not too long ago he hated how he looked in photos, and how he never showed his face online because of it. I knew what his hair looked like, though. They were freshly dyed and pale blonde. He sent me a picture of this last week, his face hidden behind his phone. He also told me how I could spot him. He was supposed to wear an oversized purple hoodie and didn't forget to joke about how it made him look like a giant eggplant. I take my eyes off my screen to scan the crowd again, my fingers twitching against my phone. We'd agreed to meet in front of the bookstore near this hotel. I thought it would be fine, simple. Just 2 people meeting after talking online for so long. But now, standing here, I'm not so sure anymore. Would I be able to find him? And if I don't, would he recognize me? And as if my thoughts were perfectly timed, I spot him in the crowd. A figure standing a little apart from the others, looking slightly lost, like he's searching for something. Or, in that case, someone. A jolt of recognition hits me. I can't see his face yet, but his blonde hair. That must be him. I take a long breath that doesn't quite steady my heart, and start walking towards him, filling the distance between us shrink with every step I make. He still doesn't notice me, until I'm nearly right in front of him. Hey. He turns and our eyes meet. I freeze for a moment, searching his expression anxiously for any sign of the guy I'd spent so long talking to online. He smiles, a little awkwardly, but it's a smile that makes my chest tighten in a way I wasn't prepared for. Silas? Yeah, it's me. He laughs softly, almost nervously. I feel an odd sense of relief, but at the same time, something else flickers in my gut. It's probably just the nerves of meeting someone that you used to chat with online, in real life for the first time. You look just like your online model. He looks down for a second, almost bashful. You do too. But you already knew that, right? I laughed awkwardly. It all feels surreal. Maybe it's the years of seeing him as an anime profile, but his face almost doesn't fit. Not that I'm unhappy. It was shallow to be reassured by his face, but I know that I would have loved him anyway. He shifts on his feet, then glances around as if unsure where to start. Sorry, I'm so nervous. My mind's just gone completely blank. Do you prefer if I call you by your name or by your pseudonym? You can use Mew. You made the effort to take a plane ticket to visit me. It wouldn't be right to keep calling me by my username. Yeah, you're right. Hi, Mew. I'm really happy to see you. Aw, I'm happy to see you too, Silas. Do you mind if I, He hesitates for a second, and opens his arms to invite me into a hug. A simple, tentative gesture, like he's not sure if it's okay. What do I do? Oh, do I save? Let's go ahead, hug him. Why not? My heart stutters in my chest. God, I pictured this moment so many times. How it might actually feel to hold him, to feel his real warmth instead of cold pixels. I step in, wrapping my arms around him before I can overthink it. He smells like cheap fabric softener and airport coffee. His hoodie is soft, swallowing him whole like he said it would. He lets out a tiny breath, almost a laugh, as his arms close around me. Not too tight, just enough to make me feel great. That kind of hug you fall into. I could stay like this forever. or at least longer than was probably sociably acceptable for the first meeting. When we pull apart, I notice a flush on his cheeks. I clear my throat, desperate to cover up how warm my face feels. "You're taller than I thought you'd be." He laughs, a sound so much better in person than it ever was through voice messages. I get that a lot. He shifts his weight, glancing around, then back at me. Should probably apologize in advance if I act a little weird. Long flight, weird sleep, adrenaline, nerves, all that. It's fine. Honestly, I'm just really glad you're here. His smile softens at that, and for a second, it feels perfect, like this was always meant to happen. I glance towards the bookstore window, catching the reflections of us standing together in the glass. Want to check out the store? The inside looks like something out of a vampire movie. His face lights up. Hell yeah, seems cool. Lead the way. We're already deep in the narrow aisles of the bookstore, the dusty scent of old pages thick in the air. The two of us have been quietly sifting through the shelves, peeking at those retail overstock copies with half-torn stickers and faded covers, trying to spot anything decent for cheap. Silas crouches down by the lower shelf to pull out a paperweight with a creased spine and a slightly battered cover. His eyes brighten a little as he holds it up. "Hey, have you read this one?" I glance over and immediately laugh. Is it Catcher in the Rye? Seriously? What? Silas, I made you put that on your to-read list like 6 months ago. We had a whole conversation about it because I was obsessed, and you said I was being dramatic. He blinks, then grins a little sheepishly. Oh, so that's why it looks so familiar. I suppose you forgot about it and never read it then. What if I didn't? I can't believe you. I'm never rambling about books with you again. Oh, please do. I find it cute. Sweet talker. Promise me you'll read this one at least. It's really good. Sure, I can even buy it now so I have an excuse to read it on my flight back. I watch him flip it over to check the back. I'm still grinning like an idiot because, God, he's actually here hanging out at the bookstore with me. I was still having a hard time acknowledging that it was real. Yay, I want a review when you're done. I decide to tease, nudging him lightly with my shoulder. Though, I have to ask, are you sure you'll have space for it? Huh? You showed me how tiny your suitcase was, like it's criminally small for a trip this long. He snorts a laugh, closing the book and holding it up like a prize. Okay, fair. It's definitely a clown's suitcase, but in the worst case, I'll keep the book in my hands for the flight back. He looks at me, his grin softening just a little. It's a nice souvenir to have of our time together anyway. And just like that, my stomach flutters again. Since the moment I spot him in the crowd, it's been a whirlwind of emotions I can hardly keep up with. Maybe I should take it as a sign and finally gather all my courage to tell him how I feel. And I hope you'll like the book. If you liked it, I'm sure I will too. By the time we step back out onto the street, the late afternoon glow has us slightly cooled down. Silas has the book tucked under one arm, his fingers tapping absently against the cover as he glances over at me. Hey, it's a bit early, but do you want to grab something to eat? I'm kinda starving. Yeah, sure. Any place in mind? He hums low in his throat, squinting up the street like he's weighing his options. What about milkshakes? Sure, that sounds good. Alrighty then, let's go. I blink, surprised to see him start walking without checking his phone. Silas has never been here. How would he know which way to go? Even I didn't know where the store was. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I decided not to ask again. Instead, I fall into step beside him. The sound of our shoes scraping the pavement in unison, mingling with the faint chatter of the street. Silas glances down, and without saying a word, he casually holds his hands out, palm up between us, like it's the most natural thing in the world. I've gone too far with this. My chest tightens as I slip my hand into his. His fingers are warm, calloused in a way I didn't expect. His hand gently squeezes mine. His eyes stay fixed straight ahead, never meeting my gaze, but the faint smile curling at the corner of his mouth spoke on his behalf. The milkshake shop is small and bright, the kind of place that smells like syrup and sugar the second you step inside. Neon signs buzz softly above the pastel-colored booths, and sunlight spills lazily across the floor through the big front windows. I slip off my jacket and bag, and settle myself into a booth across from Silas. Everything looks so good. Not that expensive either. This is a nice place. I might have to add it to my list of spots for future hangouts. You have great taste, Silas. When I glance up, I catch Silas staring. His head tilted ever so slightly, eyes softening in a way I couldn't have been prepared for. The second our gaze meets, his cheeks flushes, startled by the fact that I caught him in the act. He quickly looks away while rubbing his neck, like it could erase the heat. Yeah. Order whatever you want. You don't have to. I want to, because it's you. That's sweet, but I insist. Please. Nuh-uh. I suggest the place. I'm paying and I'm not changing my mind, Mew. Silas. Get whatever you want. I bite back a laugh and let him win this time around. The waitress comes to our table. So what do you like to order? I'll take... Oh, I get to choose? Me? A Mew? I get to choose? I want the chocolate milkshake. I'll go with the chocolate, please. Good call. Make it two. Trying to match with me now? Figured if we're hanging out, we might as well get matching drinks. It's so dumb, but so sweet at the same time. It makes my chest bloom in the best way. The milkshakes arrive faster than I expected. A tall glass, thick with pastel pink, with a generous swirl of whipped cream. Pink? My chocolate milkshake is pink? Is that why they put strawberry first? Here you go. This one is yours. This one is mine. Although there isn't really any difference. Hold on, I should get a ruler to check. I chuckle and thank him, fiddling with the straw. A few minutes slip by, as we let quiet linger, trading sparse and weightless words. Then his phone vibrates against the table. As Silas' gaze drops upon the screen, a frown appears instantly on his face. He stands up, scraping the chair loudly against his floor. Sorry. Give me a second. I gotta take this. He's already moving before I can say anything. Seizing the moment when I'm sure he can no longer see me, I quickly get up from my seat and head over to the counter to ask to pay for both the drinks in advance. As I pocket the receipt, I notice him turn around. His face drops. It takes him barely a second to scan the cafe, eyes darting from table to table. His whole posture stiffens, shoulders rigid, jaw clenched. Seeing him get this anxious made me feel a stab of guilt. I hurry towards him and reach out to tap his shoulder. Hey! Mew! He flinches slightly, then his expression breaks, all that tension unraveling like it never existed. God. He lets out a breathy laugh. Sorry, I just thought you left the place. Well, why? Why would I do that? We're hanging out. I thought I made things awkward and you escaped by the back door. I blinked, surprised, then let out a nervous laughter. No, I'm having a good time, don't worry. Okay, cool. Sorry, I overthink sometimes. Yeah, I know. Sorry. We head back to the table together. And the music is off. It's a little unsettling. The milkshakes have gone a little soft, but it tasted sweet when I finally took a sip. The conversation picks up again, lighter this time. The cafe starts to empty out. Outside, the daylight is finally dimming. I glanced at Silas. Are you okay? I hesitate and shrug, trying to play it casual. Yeah, just kind of bummed it's getting late, I guess. His expression softens immediately. Hey. He slightly leans forward, resting his elbows on the table. I force a smile. I let out a low breath. Yeah, I'd like that. Like what? Silas watches me for a second, then stands up, stretching. Come on. What? We're going. Where? Let's walk back to the bookstore. It's nice outside. We might as well take a stroll rather than just sitting here until they kick us out. Yeah, okay. What would I like? I grab my stuff, and together we slip back out into the fading evening light. The streets settle into a hush bustle of the day, settling into something quieter. The kind of hour where everything feels a little softer, a little easier to say. Not that I actually say it. Not yet. But I'll walk beside him in silence for a little while longer. We made it back to the bookstore, but the place feels completely different now. The glow of the street lamps washes the storefront in a tired yellow light. The big display window is dark. A handwritten close sign hung slightly crooked by the glass. I linger there awkwardly, wishing I could rewind the day, do it over, and stretch it out a little longer. Silas seems to hesitate too, glancing at the store like he is waiting for something, but there's nothing left to wait for. A hollow feeling settles in my chest at the sight. I don't want this to be it. Not after everything. Not when the weight of the day feels like it's still hanging in the air between us. So, same place, same time tomorrow? He tries to sound casual, but there's a stiffness to his voice. And something in me just snaps. I step forward quickly, catching his hands in mine before I can talk myself out of it. My fingers grip his a little too tight, but I am too nervous to care. Wait, I really like spending the day with you. His expression softens instantly. And not just today, but those days we talked online, the stupid late-night conversations, weird memes, random book rants. I laugh awkwardly. I don't know, it's just, it felt like we had something, and today kind of made me realize I like you, Silas. I've liked you for a while now. Silas blinks at me, stunned. Then he steps in and kisses me. It's soft at first, a little hesitant, but then his hand lifts to cut my cheek. Everything else falls away. When we pull apart, Silas's face is a little pink, his smile lopsided. I really like you too. Today's been one of the best days I've had in years. For a while there, I forgot about everything. I didn't think I'd get to have something like this again. There's something in his voice that made my throat tighten. Do you want to stay at my place tonight? I mean, please come to my place tonight. Yeah, I'd like that. We stayed there for a second longer, just standing in the quiet glow of the streetlights, hands still tangled. You know, I wasn't sure if you'd even show up today. What? Why? I don't know. I just kept thinking maybe you decided it wasn't worth it. That meeting me in person would be disappointing or weird or... I trail off. I've been so nervous about today for weeks, but it's not because I didn't want to meet you. I was just scared you would think I was weird or unlikable or something. He laughs softly. If you're weird, then I don't know what I am. I'm glad I came. Really, really glad, Mew. When we keep back on walking, slower now. When we reach my place, we both hesitate at the bottom of the steps. So this is your place? Yep, not far from your hotel. Or at least you can go back if you need something. Man, I would have just asked to come to the hotel, instead of taking him straight to my house. Though, depending on the context of this, he probably already knew where I lived before we even walked there. That's just my idea or opinion. I hope I won't have to go back. For all we know, he could have already been inside my house when I wasn't even around, sniffing my stuff, putting his face in my pillows. As I push the door open and wave towards the mess gathered around. Don't mind the clothes everywhere. I didn't expect you to come here tonight. I would have cleaned, though. It's alright, I'm pretty messy myself. I take off my jacket by the door. Oh, by the way, my cat might be hidden in my bedroom. If you want to see her. Oh, can I check on her? Sure, second door, after the bathroom. Silas heads towards the bedroom, while I step in the living room. I hear the faint creak of the bedroom door, followed by a curious meow. Making sure nothing's lying around, I spot my laptop on the coffee table. I hadn't checked it all day, so I moved over to open it. A flood of notifications hit me, almost 40 unread messages, all from Silas. My heart skips a beat. I quickly click on the first one. Says, "Hey, where are you? I'm getting worried." Another message pops up, and then another, all from Silas. The messages shift from lighthearted to urgent, something strange. Silas, why aren't you responding? I'm starting to think something's wrong. Please tell me you're alright. I'm sorry my flight got cancelled. I hope you didn't wait long. I don't have much Wi-Fi, but please message me soon. Mew? A weird, uneasy feeling twists in my stomach. Why would he have sent me so many messages? I hear the bedroom door open again. She's cute. I think she likes me. I stare at my laptop. The last message from Silas on the screen. Something's going on? Something going on? I quickly shut my laptop. Sorry, work mail just came in. Kinda ruined my mood. I should answer it now, because it's urgent. Do you mind? You can wait in the bedroom if you want. Silas looks a little puzzled but nods, carrying the cat back. Oh goodness. He has access to my messages. Or he's just some random guy I picked up off the street. No way, he knew too much. I scrutinize him as he walks back away. The moment the bedroom door clicks shut, I waste no time opening the laptop. My hands trembling, I type a message to Silas. I just saw your message. Messages, why so many? What's going on? Almost instantly, a notification pops up. Sorry, I wasn't there to answer you. I'm trying to get a flight tomorrow. Sorry if I made you worry. I read the message over and over. It doesn't make sense. He wasn't here. He couldn't have been. Then who was with me? I freeze. The bedroom door creaks open again, slower this time. A low meow breaks the silence. A calm, deep hum follows. Dread twists in my chest. There is a stranger in my house. Hell, a stranger has been lying to me all day. Who is that? I love the words. The soft sound of the cat purring sends a chill through me. It's too calm, too normal. It feels wrong. My body tenses and anxiety shoots through me like a wave. I can hear the man, whoever he is, cooing at my cat, making her purr even louder. But I can't seem to make myself move. My body won't obey me. My legs feel as they're chained to the couch. My pulse thrums in my ear. All I can do is sit here. My phone buzzes on the coffee table, but I don't dare look away from the bedroom door, not yet, afraid to even blink. My mind is racing through every possible scenario. The laptop screen is still open in front of me. The message from the real Silas, who seemingly went offline. Then, as if in a trance, I feel my hand slowly reach for my phone on the coffee table. My fingertips graze it, but I hesitate. The weight of the decision is suffocating, and my mind spins in circles. What do I do? Get out, call the cops. That's what I always say. The logical part of my brain claws its way back to the surface. Move, now! My fingers wrap around my phone, clumsy and cold. I didn't even think about the charger still plugged in or the shoes abandoned near the door. My body just moved, driven by pure survival. I bolted to the front door, my heart beat a deafening drum in my ears. I didn't care if he heard. I didn't care if he followed. I needed to get out. I flung the door open, almost tripping over the threshold, the hallway beyond stretching out like a lifeline. I sprinted down the corridor, dialing emergency services with my shaking hands. I kept looking back over my shoulder, my breath choking by the anxiety flooding every part of my body, half expecting to see him standing there, smiling. But the door to my apartment remained closed. I didn't stop until I was out on the street, lungs burning, the night air cutting into my skin. The phone connected to the police, my voice crackling as I gave my address. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember when the officers arrived, nor what I did while waiting for them. I just remembered that when I went back to the cops, my cat was still there, with a note left on the top of my laptop. I had a great time today. Loved you, Mew. I truly did. But please, don't bring strangers home. Ending 2. Escape. Ooh, bro. Don't hug him. He's a stranger. My heart skips, catching somewhere between my ribs. God, I really want to hug him. I really do, but the knot of nerves in my stomach wins out. I offer a sheepish smile, instead tucking my hands into the pockets of my jacket. Sorry if I'm not great with hugs. His arms drop immediately, and for a second, something flickers across his face. It didn't seem like he was hurt by my answer. It was more a surprised expression. But it was gone in an instant, replaced by an easy, understanding grin. No worries, I get that. It shouldn't make me this flustered, but it does. I glance down, feeling with the strap of my bag once again. You're taller than I thought you'd be. He laughs. I sound so much better in person and never through voice messages. I think I could skip. Ask how he knows. How do you even know where the shop is? You haven't checked your phone once. I checked it out this morning, actually. Kinda craving something sweet after the flight, so I looked up spots near the hotel while waiting for my room key. Figured I'd remember the way. Lucky for us. I noticed he's walking a little slower than before. Not lagging, just matching my pace. Careful, considerate. It's subtle, but it makes my stomach do that stupid little fluttering thing again, and neither of us says anything about it as we head down the street. Alright. I'm gonna get the vanilla one and see if it says that it's still pink. I have a vanilla, please. Silas hesitates, only to end up ordering the same flavor as mine. I don't think he likes vanilla. Didn't you say vanilla was the most basic flavor on Earth last week? I did not. Okay, maybe I did. Guess I'll be basic today. But you still like me. Face it, you're just as basic. I like that. Face it, you're just as basic. Deal with it. Oh wow. Middle school wants its materials back. Silas, that was tragic. I'll still give you an A for effort. I chuckle, shaking my head. You can't say that when I managed to make you smile. No, you didn't, says the basic vanilla liar. Pfft, you're stupid. And damn it if it doesn't make me melt a little. The milkshakes arrive faster than I expected. A tall glass of thick pastel pink! It's supposed to be white. A generous swirl of whipped cream. Here you go, this one is yours. And one is mine. As if it ever really mattered. You wanna know what matters though, Silas? How you broke? I will confront the man! Maybe it was adrenaline. Or maybe it was a death wish disguised as courage. Either way, I stood up. My legs felt like they were made of glass. Each step towards the bedroom door, sharp and fragile. My hand hovered over the handle, shaking. The air felt heavier near the threshold, like it was thick with something I wasn't supposed to breathe. And yet I turned the knob. The door creaked open. He was crouched on the floor, scratching my cat behind her ears. A gentle smile on his lips. When he looked up at me, when our eyes met, everything changed. Never in my life had I seen someone shift so completely, so instantly. The warmth was gone. The easy laughter, the harmless nervousness from earlier, gone, vanished like a breath on the mirror. It was like watching someone drop a mask. It didn't just fall, it shattered against you. Suddenly you're staring at something that's you just enough to make your skin crawl. What replaced it wasn't even human. I don't know who he was, but I know he didn't intend for me to find out. For a split second, neither of us moved. Then he smiled. Not the smile from the cafe, or when we talked about books. Not the one he had when he told me that he loved me too. Something else. Something sinister and deprived of any ounce of humanity. Ending one, fear. Okay, let's just go ahead, load it back, get the strawberry milkshake, see what they say about it. Strawberry for me, please. Same. Oh, now you're imitating me? I just said you have good taste, Silas. What can I say? You've got good taste too. What if I just wanted a strawberry flavored milkshake? Maybe I'm not a copycat. I just like pink. Oh, that's why every milkshake in this game is pink, right, developer? Every milkshake in the game is pink. Vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, all pink. His tone is playful, clearly teasing me, but the warmth of his gaze makes my heart skip a beat. The milkshakes arrived faster than I expected. A tall glass, thick with pastel pink, with a generous swirl of whipped cream. And now we're gonna play along. I don't know what broke inside me, but something did. Maybe it was the terror. Maybe it was the exhaustion. Maybe I just wanted this not to be true. I closed my eyes, sucking in a shaky breath. The bushy laptop screen shut. It was probably just a prank. Or a misunderstanding. Maybe someone stole his phone? Yeah, people do that. I laughed. I mean, he just took a phone call in the milkshake shop, so I don't know about that one. A brittle, hollow sound. This was Silas. At least, this was my boyfriend. I mean, look at him. He was playing with my cat. What kind of monster would do that? I stood up. Yeah, look at him. He just pet my cat there. No monster would just pet a cat. Cats are so cute. They wouldn't just pet them. They would murder them. That's what real monsters do. They murder cats. Real monsters do that. Did you guys know that? They don't just pet them. So if they're cat petters, they're not monsters. They're not evil. I stood up, smoothing out my clothes like I was about to have a normal night, and I walked to the bedroom door. Everything's okay in there? Yeah, your cat's adorable. Thanks. Do you need anything? Outside of your lovely presence? Nothing. Alright then. That night we watched a movie. We laughed. We ordered food. I ignored the cold way his eyes would sometimes linger on me, like he was waiting for me to catch on. I never asked who he was. We didn't sleep together, but by the morning he was gone. Ending 3. Delusion. I mean, I didn't die. At least I didn't die, guys. Who knows what's gonna happen after this? I mean, I probably just, like, let a homeless guy just stay at my place for the night. But how did he know about my messages, what I said about the vanilla, like the book, he didn't, that's when I should have catched on, because he didn't know that I recommended the book to him. He must have and I just assumed he forgot. Okay, what did he know and what didn't he know? That's just the real question. I like this game. It's very good. Even the sound stuff, it was really the sound design here that really did it for me with this game, and it made things unsettling at the right moments. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I got to play it. I hope you guys enjoyed Let's Meet Tomorrow. Link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.